Welcome to a presentation by Karting. Welcome to the 2021 GoPro Motorflex Karting Challenge season. So let's begin. First race of the season in Briggs Cadet, we get P9 on the slicks, a little sprinkly. It's a tough race for us, but it was the first race of the season. Swift, first ever race in I-80 Swift, we get P7. We didn't really know what to expect. We've been doing long things over the winter. We get our first podium ever / win. Here's yeah, so we get our first win. My dad was at work, so he couldn't be there, but we were super excited. My mom was there. It was really fun. I got to celebrate with my friends. And our best finish, we get 4th in Swift. I was super excited. We were a little bit behind two guys in front of me. Let's go to race 3. It was raining that day, monsooning, and we get P3 in Briggs, like weepers everywhere, at least 2 inches of rain. We go to Swift, spun out a few times, didn't really know what to expect. Yeah, we end up P8. Yeah, that was a really rough result there. Then we go to May. Me and Keelan Harvick got in an incident early in the pre-final. That put me back. Had to make our way back through the pack and came to finish 8th. In the final in Swift, get P4. We got left behind by the front group, but yeah, so we go to June. We get 3rd in our Tony Kart Briggs Cadet. Pretty good. And the reason I'm saying Tony Kart is because we switched to a different brand, Comp Kart. And we'll do this for Swift. We tried it out and we got 2nd in our first race with Comp Kart. A few better guys came to race this weekend, which helped a lot. So then we'd switch to Comp Kart for Briggs. The next karting challenge, this is Swift in July. We get 5th. Happy result. I mean, it was okay. But then we go to Briggs. We get 6th. We got in a wreck with Lucas Palacio in the pre-final. Got spun around turn 1 and had to make my way back through the pack in both races. We go to the next one in Briggs Cadet. We get P2. A few penalties helped us climb back up through the pack. This is the August race. And we get our first Swift win. Super excited. Here's a little clip of me crossing the line. Yeah, so we go to the September race. We get P3 this was a doubleheader. We get P3 in the first Briggs race. We get 5th in the first Swift race. Lost the front pack. Then we go to the second Briggs race. We get P3. It was a tough race. We climbed back to the podium. And then in the second Swift race, we get P3. It was a tough race there. We had a tough time that weekend. We weren't fast in qualifying or practice. So we go to the doubleheader in November. In the first Briggs race, we get P3. So we go to the first Swift race. Where do we end up? We end up 6th in the first Swift race. We had a tough time that one, got shuffled back at the wrong moment. We get 2nd in our second final. Happy with that. Couldn't do anything. Try to switch back, didn't work out in the last corner. Go to Swift final 2. We get P3. Me and Keelan Harvick, I was going for 2nd. I tried to do a crossover on number 469, but he hooked me, so that hung me back from being 2nd. We get 2nd in our final Swift race of the year. It rained a lot, so we're really happy about that result. And it's supposed to be P2, but they put the wrong result on there. It monsoon rain, and we're all scattering in the pits, and then they finally postpone it for 15 minutes after the huge thunderstorm, and we also, so yeah, it rained really hard there. And now let's go to championship standings at the end of the season. We get first place in our first full season in Briggs Cadet. Come home P3 and Swift had some tough races at the beginning of the year. Weren't that far from a big championship. Thanks to everybody who helped me this season. Walzer Racing Engines, Timmy Tech at racingupfront.com, Kart Sales, Arai Helmets, and Off the Access Paint for a really cool helmet paint job. Thanks to my dad, grandpa, mom, and sister. A lot of other things happened in 2021. Made some new friends. I'll let that roll through. We went to a few national races. This was my first kind of national race. It was WKA in Charlotte in April this year. We didn't really know what to expect, so went to that race, did pretty well, second, third, and fourth. Miami Grand Nationals this year at GoPro Motorplex, did okay. Then we went to CKNA Grand Nationals, top 10 car all week, and then it rained in the final. We had a tough time in that. Got spun out. We went to US PKS in GoPro, and we finished 6th in our final. But there were some downsides. We had a huge wreck in USPKS in my final one, and we had some spin outs this year that were tough, that hurt our results, but it didn't stop me. We climbed back to get podiums. We kept learning. It has been a fun 2021 season, and I'll see you in 2022. Thank you for supporting my channel. Like and subscribe if you want to see more. Bye guys, and thank you for watching this video. Bye bye.